the parks for the 32 London boroughs. The parks tournament started in June. Over 1,700 entered. Just 32 boys and girls have reached the final stages at Queen's Club. The indoor courts at Queen's Club in West London come as something of a sporting culture shock when, like these onlooking parents and youngsters, your whole view of tennis has been from the public parks.
I'd like to welcome you on behalf of Queen's Club as well, because I think it's super that we're able to have a tournament here.
The first game of the day between fair-haired Christopher Smith, who'd won the Lambeth division, and bespectacled Nathan Davis, who triumphed in Camden, was to prove something of a marathon, with first one boy, then the other, taking control in the three-set game. The person responsible for producing young players from the parks is London Tennis Development Officer Daniel Lewis. Is tennis actually taking off in the parks with young people?
Most definitely. I think more and more children are finding that parks are just around the corner and it's easy for them to go and play and practice. And now with more tournaments being played on park courts like the Dunlop Circuit and the Greater London Radio Tournament, yes, children enjoy playing on the parks.
Because they don't belong to clubs, these kids, so there is a disadvantage straight away, really.
I think what's trying to happen is that we're trying to set up clubs on the park courts. So in fact there are a lot of squads that are using park courts, as well as if they're lucky enough to be able to use indoor facilities during the winter, they're using both. So I think you're going to see a slight change. Every year the children get better. Every year I go around the parks and I have a look at the children. You know, and the standard is improving and improving. So I think the people that say, where is our Wimbledon champion? Let's give us a little bit of time. I think it takes time to get good players. And now I think children and the coaching and the system in this country is everybody is sort of heading for one of these days we will get a champion. But it's not something that's spread overnight.
I didn't get started until the middle of the second set. And then I had to dig in and carry on. But he played well. He took me very by surprise. I wasn't waiting for such a good match.
And do you want to take up tennis?
Yeah, I'd like to. I mean, everything's going well, but you know, it just depends what happens. People see you at the right time. It's all about being in the right place at the right time, really.
And do you get coached now, or?
I hope to be in the future, but I haven't had much as yet. It's just been watching and learning as much as possible, and making sure people see you, really.
The winners of the two-day tournament will receive a trophy and a tennis racket. In the wealthy world of tennis, it's not often recognised that the very cost of playing clothes and equipment alike place an economic barrier to emerging talent. At least this tournament recognises that much. And thanks, by the way, to Watford Harriers for yesterday's first town centre 10K race.